The Los Angeles Unified School District presents the 7th Annual Middle School Honor Music Festival, featuring the Honor String Orchestra, the Honor Chorus, and the Honor Symphonic Band in Celebration in Symphony and Song. Every school day, tens of thousands of middle school students at LAUSD who choose music class as an elective participate in a musical ensemble that encourages teamwork and self-motivated learning. Studying music is a challenging activity that appeals to the young adolescent. Music teachers that are dedicated and talented teach vocal or instrumental music that develops keen listening skills, cultural sensitivity, and focused concentration essential for success in the 21st century.
Some of my favorite things about music class is just learning about music and expressing myself, and the way Miss Denton teaches her classes and how she just relates to us and teaches us how beautiful music is.
In celebration of middle school music at LAUSD, those students who have found a real passion for making music audition for the Honor Music Festival. Learning above and beyond the required music in their school, these young musicians were chosen to represent their school as the best music students in the entire district. It is an opportunity to perform in the Honor String Orchestra, the Honor Symphonic Band, or Honor Chorus.
When I first rehearsed with the Honor Choir, it was amazing being part of such a big group and knowing that these are some of the best singers in LAUSD, and I'm one of them.
Featured music students from each honor group provide insight into their musical beginnings and how being in music class inspires them and helps them focus on their other classes in school. They will share what it means to them to be chosen as an honor music student and to play with the many exceptionally talented students their own age.
At the Valley College rehearsal, I don't know how to say this without being like corny, but it felt pretty amazing being with so many people. It felt like it was a good environment to play music with. Like, I felt like I had a connection with these people somehow.
Buses bring the honor music students to the rehearsals. These young musicians have been practicing their music for over 6 months alone at home and in special rehearsals after school with their teacher. Instrumental music students from the flute to the bass carry their instruments and music on their way to hear how their part contributes to the whole group. Honor chorus students memorize melodies and songs in different languages, carefully blending their voices together. The excitement of being in this select group and to finally rehearse together brings big smiles to the faces of these talented students who have discovered that making music is their place to shine.
Being accepted into honor band means a lot to me because when I went to the first rehearsal, everyone was really, really nice. Because when you go there, you're representing your school and your teachers. And everyone there is really respectful, and there's just a high level of expectations, and we exceeded it, so.
I really liked Miss Gardea, our conductor. I thought she was really fun and energetic, and she was really funny too, and she knew what she wanted, and she told us what she wanted, and I really enjoyed working with her.
The conductors will talk about how they chose the music for the concert, explain their strategies for the rehearsals, and will share the objectives they wanted to convey to the motivated middle school music students playing in the biggest concert of their lives.
Miss Kueppers, for me, it seemed like she could handle the group since there was 100 voices.
Okay, and
she was a great conductor. She could fix any little problems, from the biggest to the smallest, just so we can sound perfect.
Mr. Venz was a very good conductor because he could hear everyone in such a big band. When we rehearsed, it felt really good to be part of such a big group of musicians. Mr. Vance helped us learn how to play a song with emotion.
The world-famous Nokia Theater at LA Live is the concert's impressive location. Living in the entertainment capital of the world, these students know that performing in this venue is the goal of every musician. Tonight, the stage is reserved for LAUSD Middle School honor music students.
Before I went to the Nokia Theater, it was really nerve-wracking because I thought I would mess up. It was really cool because we had, at the basement, everybody had their own room, their own section with a cable box and everything. Performing at the Nokia in front of a whole group of people was really cool because I feel like I've accomplished something like really big and important. A lot of people were like clapping for us and they were really happy that we made it this far and we like the way we played.
After the concert, friends and family are happy to congratulate their young musician on the accomplishments they have achieved by demonstrating dedication and commitment to a challenging endeavor. Studying music has brought fulfillment into their lives, and this feeling will encourage these adolescents to bravely take on any quest they can dare to imagine.
Being in the music festival changed my life because it made me believe in myself and that I could accomplish anything I wanted to in music, as long as I put the devotion and passion and the time into it.
The road to success begins in the middle school music classroom, where everyone on the team plays.
Hello, I'm Davana. I'm an 8th grader at Mark Twain Middle School. I decided to play the bass the minute I heard it. I thought to myself, yep, that's what I want to do. Ms. G's music class. It does provide a safe place for me because there's gonna be drama at school. There's gonna be things that happen. If you need help, the best, your orchestra is like your family, or your band is like your family, or your drum line. Because you guys know each other. You guys understand each other, and it is a safe place. Without music, I wouldn't be the person I am. I would probably be out running on the streets. I'd be completely opposite of what I am today. My family, when we received that letter that I got into LAUSD Honors Orchestra, they were just amazed at my accomplishment. They were so happy. They pretty much suffocated me. It was pretty epic. Being in the VIP lounge and with my friends, it kind of cools you down before the show.
Good evening. My name is Atticus Mellor-Goldman, and I will be your MC for the Honors Orchestra. The Moldau is one of a cycle of 6 tone poems entitled My Fatherland by the Czech composer Bedrich Smetana. It depicts a river in Bohemia from its beginning as the merging of 2 tiny streams, past a hunting scene, an enchanted forest, through the rapids, and finally, at its most majestic point, past the city of Prague.
Hi, my name is Michelle. I am in the 7th grade and I attend Sepulveda Middle School. I first got involved with music when I was really young, like when I was 2. My father taught me how to sing, and ever since then I fell in love with singing and everything about music. Being a musician has helped me in other classes because it taught me how to be more responsible with my work, and it helps me speak more clearly. In a way, it just helps me with my grammar, and I think that's very helpful. Music really, it takes me away from life and hard things that sometimes life throws at you. I can't imagine life without music. It doesn't seem right to me. Okay, I guess I cry. Because music, it really means so much to me, and next year, if I don't see, my classes of music are gone, I see no point in going to school. It seems so cruel to lose music. I'm not the only one in middle school who cannot live without music.
My name is Matthew, and I'm in the 6th grade at Paul Revere Middle School. I chose trumpet when I was in 2nd grade. My favorite part about being in Mr. Miyoshi's music class is that we get to play warm-up for a long time. It's fun. I decided to play my instrument because my brother played it before me, but then he switched to French horn when he was in 6th grade. And I also like the sound of the trumpet and all the music that plays. We get to play a lot of songs that are really fun, and we get to hang out with a lot of our friends. When I told my friends and teachers that I was playing at the Naajia with the honor band, they were very excited. Even the principal put my name on the school marquee at the front of the school. When I got onto the stage, I realized I forgot my mute and my music. So I sprinted down to the dressing room, got my music, and came back up. And I was very relieved that they hadn't opened the curtains yet. Being on the stage was very nervous and exciting because I had to show my family that what I've been doing for the past few months has been worth all the practicing.
Hello, my name is Naajia Shukri, and I'll be your symphonic band MC. Mars by Gustav Holst is the first movement in a larger 7-movement orchestra suite titled The Planets. Each movement was supposed to suggest the qualities ascribed to the planet's influence on the horoscope. The work was not intended to depict the gods and goddesses of the Greco-Roman mythology. The whole suite was written during World War I, but Mars was written before World War I. The ostinato line in 5/4 meter gives the piece a pulsing feel, and the clashing harmonies and dissonances depict the conflict of war.
I'm Keiko. I'm from Nobel Middle School and I'm in the 7th grade. I first got involved with music pretty much from when I was born. My entire family plays music. Both my parents are musicians and my older sisters are percussionists and my brother plays the drums, so it's just a musical family. I like a lot of things about being in Mr. Espinosa's music class at school because it's just a great way not only to express yourself but to have fun. Music also helps work your brain because you're doing a lot of different things at once, so you're multitasking and it really helps you concentrate. This year there were a lot of kids in the music festival from Nobel. It really is an honor because you get to play with, the best kids in LAUSD. They were passionate about something that I really like too, and it was really nice just to see that many kids feeling the same way I did about music. Being a musician is a really important part of my life. It's just a way to express myself and just shows my creativity, and it encompasses so many things that are important, and it's so multidimensional. It's not just like a hobby or something, but it's really a huge part of my life, and it's something I want to pursue for the rest of my life.
In the Steppes of Central Asia was written by Alexander Borodin as part of the celebration of the 25th year of Tsar Alexander II's reign. The work is dedicated to Franz Liszt, a master of the programmatic orchestral tone poem.
My name is Jonathan. I'm in the 6th grade and I go to Daniel Webster Middle School. One of my favorite things in my course class at Webster is the emotion that we put into. Ms. Daniels, my chorus teacher, she plays in a way that makes me get up and express myself. Being a vocalist has helped me calm down. So usually when there's something troubling me, one of the songs that I can listen to will usually help me since they have words and there are messages and I can relate to that. Mostly I was nervous in my first rehearsal because there were over 100 voices in one room. But when we actually got to start singing, I felt like they're professional because of their behavior and the way they sounded. They started singing, everyone was on the right note, so that's what really shocked me. Getting on the risers got a little bit nervous, but I knew there was also gonna be other people around me, so I knew that they were gonna help me perform better. My favorite song from the festival was The Water is Wide. That one for me had a message of how somebody that was in love before, sometimes those things don't stay together forever, and I think my parents can relate to that. Because, you know, I've had some difficult things to deal with, but I've been able to move on.
The Water is Wide is a well-known American folk song, originally known as Wally Wally. This beautiful arrangement by Mark Hayes begins in unison, moves to 2 parts, then to 4 parts, as the song builds in dynamics and emotion. The effective use of canon, lush harmonies, and a brief a cappella section bring expression to the text with depth and meaning. The song tells us about how a love that began so hopefully eventually fades away like the morning dew.
Neither
Hi, my name is Malcolm. I'm in the 7th grade and I go to Denton Middle School. I decided to play my instrument when Mr. Nava played every instrument, and I thought the tuba sounds like a really big instrument. It shows that like you're strong and the way you carry it and the way you do things with it. When I got the letter, my teachers, they were really excited for me, and my friends, they were even more excited for me because they really wanted me to go and represent the band at the honor band.
Hi, Mom! Hey there, Malcolm. Hey!
My favorite thing about being in the music festival at the Naajia Theater was having my own room at the basement because it was really cool, and I got to hang with all my fellow tuba members. The kids that I met in honor band were really cool, and they were really funny, and like we had a good time hanging and playing together. Just before performing, when I walked onto the stage, it was really awesome because it feels like I really nailed it, and like it was my goal. And I would want to stay being a musician and not give up and keep going.
Blue Ridge Saga is a folk-setting composition that reflects on the beauty and history of the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina. Blue Ridge Saga was commissioned by the band directors of the Northwestern District Bandmasters Association and dedicated to the 1990 All-District Junior High School Band, Morganton, North Carolina.
My objectives for the students participating in the concert was to give the best students from their school the opportunity to be in a group with kids just like them. I wanted to pick music that was meant to be played by a large orchestra, and that is more of the Romantic era. And the second thing that I really looked at is how could I highlight all the different sections. So the Sleeping Beauty really had the beautiful cello melodies. The cellos usually never get melody, or the violas. I chose music that would allow those sections to have a chance to shine. These are 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and they pulled it together. It couldn't have been any better. I am continually surprised after 25 years that every group that I stand in front of just pulls it out at the end, does what they're supposed to do. Middle school is in the middle for a reason. We start to see the trends whether a student is going to make it through high school or not. And if a student has something to belong to, then they're going to make it. So really being in a music program gives students a reason to get good grades so that they can perform, and that will continue on in high school, and we'll have higher graduation rates if we can keep these things going.
The waltz from Peter Tchaikovsky's Sleeping Beauty is perhaps the all-time favorite concert waltz. Its flowing melodies, coupled with its syncopated rhythmic thrust, makes it a unique work of the concert repertoire.
Some of my favorite things about being in chorus at school is I love being part of a group because it's more fun with other people and hearing different harmonies because I don't like singing by myself. I'm Heather. I'm in the 7th grade at Woodland Hills Academy, and I'm in WHAMD, which means Woodland Hills Academy Music Department. My music teacher, Ms. Sandoval, encouraged me to audition for the music festival. I listened to it a couple times on the CD, and then I was just practicing on my piano, and sometimes with my sister, who was auditioning also. I practiced at school, at home, walking home from school. I first found out when Ms. Sandoval sent us an email saying who made it, and I was jumping around, screaming and calling and texting everyone I knew. I was like, oh, I made it, I made it. My family was really excited about the concert. My grandmother flew out from Missouri and my great aunt flew out from Texas to see me. They'd been planning to come out, and my dad's like, well, if you want to come out in May, you can come and see the girls' concert. So they did. When I first walked into the Naajia Theater, I was like shocked because it was so big and huge, but then I started to feel more comfortable in it. When I was walking on stage, I was so excited. And once I got on stage, all my nerves were gone. And I just wanted to get out there and perform.
4, 5, 6, and 7.
Gabi Gabi is based on a South African praise song, which is sung in 4 parts, a cappella, meaning without instrumental accompaniment. Arranged by William C. Powell, this song has 4 independent vocal lines, each with its own rhythm that adds depth and musical interest to the overall sound of this piece. This song is full of dynamic contrast and bursts with joyful energy. You'll notice our choir not able to stand still while singing this infectious song.
Gabi, 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 Siyoshi wakona, sitaluguzawa, Siyoshi wakona, sitaluguzawa, Gabi, 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 Siyoshi wakona, sitaluguzawa, Siyoshi wakona, sitaluguzawa, Gabi, 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 Siyoshi wakona, sitaluguzawa, Siyoshi wakona, sitaluguzawa. Praise the Father, praise the Father, praise the Lord, praise the Father, praise the Father, praise the Lord. He frees all the captives and gives the hungry bread. He frees all the captives and gives the hungry bread. Praise the Father, praise the Lord, praise the Father, praise the Lord. He frees all the captives and gives the hungry bread. He frees all the captives and gives the hungry bread. Gabi, 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 Siyoshi wakona, sitaluguzawa, Siyoshi wakona, sitaluguzawa, Siyoshi wakona, sitaluguzawa, Siyoshi wakona, sitaluguzawa.
I selected the music really to make sure that the students would have an emotional experience, not just playing notes, not just playing just the music on the page, but really to express themselves in a way that would bring the parents to the edges of their seats and to really, feel that passion. Blue Ridge Saga, I think that's a great piece for the kids to really learn how to tell a story. It was really lyrical, and I told the kids that I wanted them to make their parents cry. So I said, you gotta make them cry. Let's do it. We have nothing to lose. And the kids nailed it beautifully. like they knew what they were doing. They were getting it. Mars was selected specifically because this is Hollywood. All these great composers use Mars as an example to relay the feeling of war. You've got to become a warrior playing that piece of music. That's the idea. Mambo Cubano, I wanted the kids to really know what it's like to be in a salsa band and really be able to play. And solo, letting the percussionists shine.
Mambo Cubano is a cultural work designed as a percussion section feature, but the winds provide an infectious dance-like melody over the percussion section's authentic Cuban rhythms. A few ethnic percussion instruments featured in this piece are timbales, bongos, congos, claves, maracas, and guiro.
Hi, I'm Atticus. I'm in the 7th grade and I go to Laces. Being a musician always motivates me to try hard in my other classes because I know that I have music in 6th period, so I know that I'll always try to do well in my other classes. So I go through them and I get to this class and I have fun. Some of the things I really like about music class are the teacher, Mr. Monarch. He's a really cool teacher. He chooses great music for us, and he always seems to choose the right level of music for the people in our class, and they always seem to make an atmosphere of homeliness. Being on stage at the Naajia Theater was pretty drastic. It was just a huge theater. The whole bottom section was filled up. And my parents had talked about how the stage was like 200 yards away and they were sitting in the middle section. From what I've heard from my parents, it just seemed really big.
The Brandenburg Concerto, No. 5, by Johann Sebastian Bach, is the fifth of 6 concertos the composer dedicated to Christian Ludwig, Margrave of Brandenburg. The 5th concerto is scored for flute, solo violin, and strings. It is the only one of the 6 pieces to have any solo material given to the harpsichord, which is part of the continuo throughout the other works. Merle J. Isaac has arranged this wonderful piece for string orchestra, and his arrangement is played by middle and high school groups across America.
I think that LUSD is doing a great service to the children by having honor choir. What they take away is the feeling that they have been in something so outstanding that it makes them want more. And I want to sing more in high school, and I want to sing in college, and I want to sing when I get older. I want music to be part of my life because it's part of who I've become by being involved in these wonderful events. So when you know you're part of something so great, I think it's easier to motivate because you have a high level of student, I think, who already has some self-motivation. And you just grab that and you know that you have it and you use it to your own advantage as a teacher and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. And they followed along and, you know, played the game with me, you know, so it was great. The sound here in this theater is amazing. It was just much different in there. So now with the kids, you know, on the risers, it was a sound that came at me and through me to the audience that was, I think, a surprise. It's like, whoa, you know, it just felt so great to be up there and be part of that.
Let There Be Music, our final selection for this evening, reflects a very important message about the importance of music. The original composition by Dave and Jean Perry sums up all that we feel about the place music holds in our lives and hearts. This song is rhythmic yet graceful and holds a world of meaning in the text. We hope the powerful ending and its message will linger in your memory of this exceptional evening.
Hi, my name is Naajia, and I'm in the 7th grade at Luckman Middle School. I first got involved in making music when I first came to the school, and I heard that there was a music program, and I really wanted to get involved. I decided to play the oboe. My teacher, Mrs. Storga, was introducing all the instruments. It looked a little difficult, and she said it was one of the hardest instruments, so I wanted to try it. Being a musician, to me, means that you're capable of doing so much, like creating art and entertaining people. Music is an important part of society, and it doesn't just have to be about sports all the time, but we have to do productive things too, like music.
The Stars and Stripes Forever is the official march of the United States. This march was composed on Christmas Day in 1896. John Philip Sousa had just learned of the death of David Blakely, the manager of the Sousa Band. When he began to write this piece while on vacation in Europe, Sousa would conduct this piece at almost every concert until his death.
You should be involved in music because it builds great character, it ensures lifetime friends, and it motivates you to learn new things every day. Music is life.
We had 25 students make it from Sepulveda. That's what I'm very proud of. A lot of our Sepulveda students made it into the Honors Festival.
My favorite song from the festival was Stars and Stripes Forever because everyone knew it and it was very upbeat.
You should be involved in music because it's a great way not only to express yourself, but to challenge yourself in any way you want. And it's just been such a huge part of my life, and it's made me a better person all around, and it's just my escape from everything. And music is just a great thing that everyone should do.
Being the MC for the Honors Choir Music Festival, it was really a great honor.
Mr. Venz was a really cool guy. I liked the way he conducted the band, how he cued different instruments when it was their time to play.
I like to say to the students in this year's middle school honors band that I truly enjoyed working with you. It was such a pleasure. You are fantastic musicians, and I can't wait to hear you next year and the following year, and congratulations and bravo.
My mom, she'd heard me like before saying, oh, I really wanted to play in my school orchestra. Atticus, why don't you choose a cello? And I said, okay. She liked the cello more than the violin because it's easier to listen to when they're practicing. Over and all, I just like the cello a lot.
Music helps me get through the day, and it gives me something else to focus on besides schoolwork, so that if I need to get a break from everything, I can go to my music.
Mrs. Storga encouraged me to audition for the honor band. I would practice the piccolo till spit was like dripping out the end of my instrument because I really wanted this.
Being on the stage at the Naajia Theater made me realize how serious it was. That LAUSD honors concert was not small. It's actually the biggest concert I've ever played in, ever.
I think Miss Kueppers was amazing. She was an amazing conductor. She brought out the best, and I think that's what made the show so significant and amazing.
I just want to say to all of you this evening what a fabulous job you did and how proud I am of you. Your work showed and the audience was amazed. So thank you very much for this opportunity to be your director, and I hope you'll very, very fondly always remember this evening.
I was very happy and excited when I was accepted in the music festival because I got to hang out with all my brother's friends, and it was very fun because we got to hang out with all the other people from all the other schools.
I'm having fun, I hope you are. Here we go, 77, ready and go, Yolanda.
Miss Gardea, my conductor, she would always find ways to keep us amused while keeping us on track and serious about the music.
The reason that we come here every day as adults is to work with you. So thank you so much, and I do hope that you had a positive and great experience.
After the concert, I met my family. They say they were really proud, and my mom started crying. There were about 30 people of my family that came over to see me.
You should play music because it's really fun. You can be in competition, and like me, you could perform at Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland, Universal Studios, and maybe you'll be asked to march in a Hollywood Christmas parade on the red carpet.
Let's listen in as the Dana Middle School Marching Band plays Jingle Bell Rock. These young performers are proud to call themselves musical ambassadors for the city of San Diego.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of things about being in the music festival. Playing at the Naajia was really cool, and the lounge we got to stay in was awesome. And I was just excited for the experience and to be able to play this awesome music.
I'm in WHAMD, which means Woodland Hills Academy Music Department. Music is a big part of our lives, and being a part of it means so much to the world, and we all need to be a part of it.
You just got whammed!
You should get into music because it's a really fulfilling and entertaining experience. There are a lot of extraordinary people that you get to meet, and there can be so many opportunities that can open up for you.
I made friends with the two bass players on either side of me. They were good. The bass players were really good. All the other kids were too.
Now, knowing that American Idol was actually the Nokia Theater, on that stage where I was, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. I feel so important now.
I wanted to specifically thank the kids for doing such a wonderful job every time coming to the rehearsal and getting business done. I want to take them on the road. What are you guys doing this summer? Let's go out on the road.
I met a lot of kids from other schools, my stand partner, and it was really cool to meet them and, you know, see what they're doing with music and stuff.
It's so interesting because middle schoolers are just the craziest folk around. And to see them cooperate and work together like this is a miracle. Not just kidding. No, they're really talented. Let's give them a hand again.